Happy Wednesday, late start day. Go ahead and get your math notebook. Label it at the top. Today is January 20th. And tomorrow you guys have a math test. The math test will be the same as always, where I will give you a paper. You will do your work on the paper. Your answers go on Schoology. Alright, and then it's graded on Schoology. I do have the test right here in front of me. So what I'm going over today is going to be straight from your test. So you need to take notes. What I do on the board, you need to write in your math notebook. And then you know what you need to study for tonight and go over the topics that you're having a little bit more difficulty on. All right, here we go. Number 1. Alright, I want you to turn this improper number into a mixed number. Alright, so turn these improper fractions into mixed numbers or whole numbers. Raise your hand if you're still working. I will tell you on this test there are there are 10 questions. It's a little different format. This test is you've done this format before, but it looks a little bit different. You guys will see. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. It's nothing hard. All right, we know that fractions are division. So how am I going to turn this improper fraction into a mixed number? Sophia?
How many times does 3 go into 18?
Very nice. And how many times is that?
6.
6. Because 6 times 3 is?
18.
Am I done?
No.
I hear yeses and I hear no's. Am I done? It is improper. I'm turning it into a mixed number or whole number. 3, 2, 1. Am I done? If those who are saying no, raise your hand. What would I do next? Mason, what do I do next?
You divide. How many times can 6 go into 24?
Why 24? We're right here at number 1 still.
Oh, okay. How many times can, I think we're good.
Sophia?
You have to subtract 18 minus 3.
Nope. Because I divided 18 divided by 3, and that gave me 6. Was there anything left over?
No.
No, I want us to do one more here. I'm adding one more. Because we had some troubles with that one, I want to look at this one. 17 thirds. 17 thirds as a mixed number. What is 17 divided by 3?
5. No. 6.
5. Because 3 times 5 is what?
15.
How many would be left over then?
2.
That 2 becomes my,
Numerator.
and your denominator stays the
Same.
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, we had something left over when I did my dividing, okay? That number becomes our numerator. But over here, we were a little stumped because when we divided, it comes out evenly to a whole number, and that's going to happen sometimes, okay? Make sure you have all 3 in your notebook now. All right. 24 divided by 6 is?
4.
Do I have anything left over? No, it's even, so it's just a whole number. All right, have all 3 of those in your math notebook. All right. Number 3 and 4, I want you to turn these mixed numbers into improper fractions.
Bless you.
Raise your hand if you're still working. One more minute. Turn to somebody in your area and tell them, how are you going to make this mixed number into an improper fraction? I think they're all going to stay in the room because review for our test. So I'm not going to send any of them out right now. Yeah. Oh no, thanks. All right, listening. 3, 2, 1. Raise your hand and tell me, how am I going to make this mixed number into an improper? Megan?
4 times 5.
Good. So 4 times 5. And then what do I do?
Plus 3.
And then plus 3. And that number is my what? My numerator. What is my denominator?
5.
So our denominator stays the same. Number 4. What do I do here, Bradley?
You have to do 5 times 3,
Which is?
15.
Good. So 5 times 3, and then what?
Plus 1.
And then plus 1, which is?
16.
And then my denominator stays the
Same.
Done. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight, if these were a little difficult for you, these are what you need to practice tonight. Okay? We did have, a lot of us had some difficulty on number 1, so that might be one for a lot of you guys to go over tonight and check and practice. All right, next one. You are going to find the sum and simplify. What does that word sum mean? Charlie? The answer to addition. Very nice. If you need to stand up to come over and see it, that's fine. We have 8 1/2 plus 6 5/8. in your math notebook, guys. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
I first need to look at my what? Denominators. Are they like?
No.
No. So I need to make a list of multiples. Let's see. 2.
4, 6, 8.
Oh, did we find one?
Yes.
8 is going to be our denominator. How do I make that 2 into an 8? Can I just add 6 to it? No. What do I have to multiply by? 4. And when I do the bottom, I also have to do the
Top.
good. And how do I make this 8 into an 8?
Leave it.
Perfect. All right, let's rewrite my mixed numbers here. I have 8. 1 times 4 is
4.
and 2 times 4 is
8.
plus 6 and 5 eighths. All right, let's look at our whole numbers. 8 plus 6 is 4 plus 5 is
9.
got a horrible glare here.
Oh, no.
It's going to be
Improper.
Yep.
And then my denominator stays the
Same.
oh, and I heard some people say it. This is improper. 14 and 9 eighths. So what do I have to do here? I have to simplify it. So how do I simplify it?
You have to borrow.
I have to borrow. I heard somebody say, Justice. 9 divided by 8. What is 9 divided by 8? So there's no borrowing here because I'm not subtracting anything.
Oh,
So 1. And how many left over?
1.
And my denominator stays the
Same.
Am I done? This is my final answer?
No.
No, I can't forget about my
1.
14 equals 15 and 1/8. Very nice. So no borrowing because I didn't do subtraction there. I want you guys to do number 6. And we just practiced this one, so I'm going to erase this one. Number 6, I want you to simplify. 7 and 35ths. All right, how do I simplify number 6? Fraction is division. So what I do, Maverick? Good. I can divide both of these by 7. And when I do that, 7 divided by 7 is 35 divided by 7 is done. All right. Do not get confused. Raise your hand if you thought this. No? Okay, good. I just want to make sure. Because remember, it matters what order my numbers are in. Sometimes when we're dividing, we like to kind of flip-flop. Okay? But that is not the case here. All right. Number 7, we have some subtraction to do with our mixed numbers. 5 1/5 minus 2 9/10. In your math notebook, guys, not just sitting.
What number is this?
That's number 7. Go ahead. Raise your hand if you're still working. Okay. All right, let's solve. When I look at my denominators, do I have like denominators?
No.
No, so we have to make a list of multiples. 5, 10. That was easy, right? All right. How do I get that 5 to be a 10? Times it by 2. And jealous siblings, so when I do the bottom, I also do the
Top.
All right, and this one's already a
10.
All right, so let's rewrite. 1 times 2, 5 times 2. All right, now since we're subtracting, let's take a look at those numerators and see first if I'm going to need to borrow. I have, 2 minus 9. Can we do that?
No.
No, so we know that we're going to need to borrow. All right, so I'm borrowing from where? My whole number over here, the 5. And that 5 becomes a?
4.
Do I add a 1 here?
No.
No? How many do I get to add now to this 2? 10. Yeah, 10 parts to it. Let's rewrite again. Now I have 4 and 12/10 minus 2 and 9/10. All right, my whole numbers. Let's take a look. 4 minus 2 is? 12 minus 9 is?
3.
And my denominator stays the?
Same.
Can I simplify that?
No.
No. So we are done. All right, any questions there?
No.
Okay. You have 2 story problems tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the number 1 reason that people are missing on their story problems. I just graded your quizzes. You guys had 2 quizzes not too long ago. Explaining. If it says explain, some of you just give me an answer. If it says explain, some of you just give me an equation. Is giving me just numbers explaining anything?
No.
Explaining means PQA So you would say, I solved this problem, or I found how many miles he ran, or I found out how much pizza Mrs. Bush ate by, and then you tell me the steps. So if your equation was 2 plus 4, do not write in numbers 2 plus 4. Right, I took 2 and added it to 4. Okay, and actually write the numbers in words. So 2, T-W-O, okay? Write in words. Don't give me equations, okay? Then at the end, you should have punctuation. You should be using math words, okay? We're doing lots of fractions. We're doing lots of mixed numbers. You might have to borrow if you're subtracting, okay? I want to see math words in your explanation. And then also in your explanation, you still do need to give me your answer, but just your answer is going to get it wrong, okay? Number one reason, guys, you guys are losing points, okay? And you have 2 of those, all right? On your work paper, you're even going to have lines. I'll show you. You're going to have lines on your work paper like this, okay? If your work paper has lines on it, do you think they just want one number on the top line? No. Any test, whether it's math, social studies, any subject, I learn. If they're giving you a good amount of space, they're expecting you to fill out that space. They're giving it to you for a reason, okay? All right, so your story problem tomorrow, one of them, it reads, a square has sides that are 3.5 inches long. So let's maybe draw that out to help ourselves. So there's a square. And a square, are all the sides different? No, all the sides are going to be what? The same. So this side is 3.5. What size is this one then?
3.5.
What about this one?
3.5.
What about this one?
3.5.
Very nice. They want to know what the perimeter of the square is. There's a word that we haven't talked about yet. We're going to learn more about it coming up. But the word perimeter, right now I want you to go to your iPad and I want you to look up, how do you find perimeter? What do I do for that? What does that word even mean? Look it up on your iPad right now. Researching. Perimeter, what is it? How do you find it?
How do you spell it?
Is perimeter a food? Can I eat it?
Yes. No.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave this to you as part of your homework. Because I'm giving you a problem. This is something now that I want you, using your research, to be able to solve and be ready to go for your test tomorrow. So we have this square, we have these sides, and they tell us the measurement of the sides, and they want to know the perimeter. Be ready to go with how are you going to find the perimeter. What are you going to do with these numbers? Ladies and gentlemen, should anybody miss this problem tomorrow?
No.
This is the exact problem for your test. You should walk in and know how to find this answer and have it ready to go. You are not using notes tomorrow, so it's not something that you can just write the answer in your notes and then use your notes for. You have to look up the knowledge, figure it out, and how to solve it. Obviously, we know we're going to do something with these numbers, but what are we going to do to find the perimeter? You be ready to go, all right? Your other story problem. It says that Dan and Omar had a contest to see who read more books in January. Dan read 4 1/5 books, and Omar read 1 2/6 books. How many more books did Dan read than Omar? What would be your computation? Don't tell me the equation, but what kind of computation would you do? Raina?
Subtract.
Yes, you're going to do subtraction. Now, do I just take the first number I see and then subtract the second number? No, this is not like a book that we're reading it left to right, okay? One person read the most. We need to see how much less that other person read, okay? Think about which number is going to go first then for that. Also for that problem, you will have to explain it, okay, using your words. Any questions for your test tomorrow?
What
I'm not gonna tell you.
That's a
Good try.
mystery.
I know. And some of your numbers may or may not be exact that we went over. Sometimes I change 1 or 2 digits, so you never know. I will tell you for sure, though, this is your exact numbers for this question. Okay, so this is the one I'm guaranteeing you that you should walk in and be able to solve. Other questions?
Is it a multiple choice?
Oh, is it multiple choice? This exact question right here is not multiple choice. This one is just going to be like a short answer because you have to explain. You will have, I don't think you have any multiple choice. I know you have fill in the blank. And I think that's it. I don't think you guys have any multiple choice. Fill in the blank. Remember, fill in the blank, ladies and gentlemen. Do you need to send me a message asking me if an answer is going to be correct? No. I regrade them. Okay? My friends who keep sending me those messages, I'm just going to keep deleting them because I've explained to you how I go back and regrade it, so you don't need to ask that, okay? I know the computer can't always determine if an answer is correct or not. Other questions? All right. You guys need to finish for your homework for math. It's just to finish your morning work, which was that I know what math you had. Okay? I do have lots of friends who have lots of missing assignments for math. You can work on those. And then remember, always send me a message and let me know what you completed so I can mark it off on Harmony. All right?